Hey, all about to welcome back to the Happy People TV, Orlando Pirates fan channel. I am your host KB, and football is almost back. International break just ended tonight. Bafana finally getting 3 points after the draw against Uganda. And obviously, Bafana had a big part to play in that. Couldn't have done it without us. But I've got a couple of opinions on that specifically, but we'll get into that later. Before we get into the show, please, Buffet, to support the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe to be notified. Keep on sharing. This is your weeknight show, and of course, I am not alone. As you can see, I am with my brother coach once again. How you doing, bruv?
Hola, KP. Hola, Mapaganea. Always happy to serve my clubs.
Once and always. Yes, couldn't have said it better myself. So, Mfethu, how are you only having a shirt on, Mfethu? It was cold today. Yo, damn it.
Well, depends on which part of the country you're in, man.
I'm in Pitori, Joe. It's supposed to be warm all the time.
I
feel it. Okay, Buffett, before we get into the show, we've got a lot to discuss. Please support the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe to be notified. You know how we doing it. We're trying to give you that consistent content, that consistent Pagania. Yebo Baba. Coach, we have been talking today, and there have been things that you have been wanting to get off of your chest, particularly pointing to this whole jersey number 10 situation that we are going through as Pagania fans.
I have so many thoughts there, man. First of all, recently, as everyone might have seen and heard, Dr. Jomo Sono was interviewed recently, and he spoke about Tito and the number 10. Well, he was asked about Tito and said some, let's call them controversial things. And for me, I was excited to get into this topic again because I think this number 10 thing has been an issue with us Pirates faithful for a long time. Now, if you are like me and you were born whether it's your father, your grandfather, or your uncle, someone has told you about the story of Dr. Jomo and leaving his wedding to come save this wonderful club.
To come save it. Okay, for those who don't know, Pella, we've got many young people either watching or just being fans these days. They might not have heard it from their father or their uncle. They might be the first Paganeer of the family, first generation Paganeers out there. Oh, didn't see.
So, to cut a long story short, Pirates was playing on the same day as Dr. Jomo's wedding, and in the first half, we were down, if I'm not mistaken, 2-1. Apparently, Jomo rushed to the stadium, left his wedding, mid-wedding, rushed to the stadium.
Oh, yeah?
Came on to the second half, turned the whole game around. I'm not sure how many of the goals were his and assists.
Yeah.
But turned the game around. We were up 3-2, if I've got the numbers correctly. And he went right home. And since
back to the wedding or back home? Or back or to the honeymoon?
Back to the wedding, sorry. Back to the wedding.
Yo, dude, that is a crazy story. For me, when I was growing up, it always sounded like some sort of legend, some sort of myth, bro. Just imagine going from suit to soccer boots because now it means he had 45 minutes to get that information, right?
Exactly.
And half time is only 15 minutes unless they took an extended drinks break. Or, like, I don't know if we can 45 minutes, kappa 60 minutes or what. But that's some crazy stuff, bro. Imagine that. And he's lucky that his wedding was actually close to the game. Because then, who knows?
Apparently, we are lucky that his wedding was close to the game.
Yeah. No, we are. Are we lucky? is that the story that retired the jersey number 10, or was it was it short-term gain for long-term pain, or what do you think, bro?
I've actually heard like our chairman, Dr. Koza, also speak about Jomo and the jersey.
Sure.
And in fact, before we speak about like how I feel about the whole topic, what Dr. Ivan says is that Jomo was more than a player. You know, he was a leader all round. You know, was administrator. I think he was everything bar chairman. You know, bar coach.
Yeah.
Like he was that kind of person in the team. Apparently, yeah, he was leader of that sort, you know. And unfortunately, all we have are stories, no articles that I can find in my time, you know, and stuff like that. But from what they're saying, he carried the badge, you know. He's part of our rich history doesn't exist without Dr. Jomo Sono. And I genuinely think I think that opens up a topic about maybe it's time we honor him, you know, and we give him the respect that he deserves. Hey, man, I can tell you if this number 10 thing is the way.
So how to honor him? What do you mean? If you are trying to take the retirement of the jersey away. Wait, okay. Let me ask. When you retire the jersey, is it more of a Pirates? I don't know what to call it, but is it more for Pirates or is it more for him? If you know what I'm asking, like if you get what I'm saying.
The chairman is the one who decided. In fact, it's not Jomo. Actually, it's the chairman who decided. Okay. And like I said, he's spoken about it. So, yeah, I mean, and until since Ntate Jomo, because manje no sarboza every time na star the way ba sa khone tshwana le ena.
Yeah, Jomo and his weird ego has always been super weird, dude. Bruh.
Cross the line. Now he crossed the line now. So in the interview, I think they did during the launch of the Betway Premiership, that interview. Basically, where do I begin? He didn't say much, but he said so much, man. The first thing about Musa, the current number 10, you know, and his response, we can say jokingly, but I think, you know, there's a time and place. He's like, which number 10? You know, well, which number 10 are you talking
less
about?
I check. The only number 10 was the number 10.
Was doing backwards, you know?
Yeah.
The number 10 that I saw was running backwards with the ball. And then he goes on to say,
what do you mean by that?
To Tito.
Oh, is he talking about Nangolana Tribula?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Jomo. Yes. Come on, Jomo.
Yes.
I mean, I also kind of felt a little, you know, some kind of way when he was doing that and when he does that sometimes. But, come on, Jomo. Come on, Jomo. You can't be that petty, bro.
Let's get into that a little bit later because I have a different, perspective on showboating, Louis Namela.
Yeah.
But, Sono.
That did Dr. Sono.
Oh, yeah. And then he went on to say how comparing him to Dido's like comparing an elephant to an ant. His words. And what else did he say? Yeah, pretty much that's it, man.
That was a sentiment. That was the attitude that he was coming with. Yo, my best memory of him, bruv, is I feel like we've had our best World Cup run with him as coach. When it comes to Agare, most of these memories of him being a player, we don't have great memories. But that 2002 World Cup, I don't know how old you were, but I'm old enough to have enjoyed that World Cup and enjoyed the celebrations. So, you know, at least I've got that. But after that, we done lost you, coach. But after that, so yeah, guys, How many of you people actually remember that 2002 World Cup? Oh man, that was something else. That Nomveta goal against Slovenia, and we really could have made it through to the last 16. We were right there. I remember we only lost by 1 goal against Spain, and it was a very close game. It was just one of those, just one of those where the underdog is fighting and doing well and fighting and doing well. But just at the end of the day, the better team came out with a better result. So, yeah, that was painful. But most of the tournament, we drew 2-2 to Paraguay. And then, like I said, we beat Slovenia, which was, I think there was a...
Yo, bro, I don't know if you saw,
Hola?
I just had a blackout, man. I just had a blackout.
Mtlakazi?
No data, like I didn't hear you for a couple of moments.
Sawara,
The last thing I heard.
Yeah, no, okay. I was just reminiscing.
The last thing I heard you say though was that Jomo 2002 World Cup as a coach.
Yeah, I was just reminiscing on that, bro. Talking about, we scored goals that tournament, bro. I think we scored 5 goals in the group stages alone, if I'm not mistaken. Holla at me in the comments if I am wrong. Sometimes we forget things. It was a long time ago, 22 years ago. Damn. Anyway, I'm fit to Kuluma, what were you saying about how you feel about where the status of the 10 jersey right now?
First of all, let's go back to the little Napoleon, Mr. Tso. Let's be honest, did Tso not deserve the number 10 jersey? Let's not think about Mr. Jomo for right now.
Yeah.
Did he not deserve the jersey?
Yo, coach, you're asking difficult questions. But, you see, for me, this whole thing rests on a very important thing. But before I get into that, let me answer your question. Of course, he deserved it, dude. And does he not hold a very important record for Orlando Pirates?
Highest ever goal scorer of Orlando Pirates.
Playing in the 10. Yes?
Yes, he's playing in the 10. Yes, the 10 position.
So, did he deserve it? Yes.
In fact, let me not list the players I believe who have deserved. I think Tito's the one that just shook the tree finally and made it clear. So, what I wanted to say, I think the reason we're having this issue is because Jomo is part of a history of a huge club, and there isn't enough, in terms of memorabilia or, I don't know, some way of paying homage to him in such a way that someone can always point back to it. And I think, honestly, we must now build him a statue.
That's exactly what I was thinking. What? Yes. With the 10 on his back, bro.
Yes. I know.
So,
honestly, to Chapelle statue da go Scotini, di ka ba 2, if I can say 2.
Come on, coach. Anything we can do so we can remember him. We don't have to remember him like that.
No, I think he deserves it to be. He deserves to be remembered. Great history again, We are grateful. So, Chapelle statue, and he must do the handover of the jersey. Anzapela, bro.
Yo, okay. Okay? I see what you're saying now. Yo, that doesn't sound too possible, but that would be the perfect way to mark the beginning of a new era, I guess, or to mark the end of that era, just to show, we're still Pirates, we still have dope players, and right now would be a very great time because I do believe out of the 10s that have been there in the last 10 years at least, Tito definitely deserves it.
Well,
Yeah.
Manje angere Mr. Sono o re yena na kora week in week out, which by the way bafethu internet someone ikopa the stats tsa Dr. Jomo, please.
Uzamme coach Bafethu. Uzamme coach
That's I just
Bafethu.
want the stats.
Recopa the stats
No man.
or at least a link in the comments, Bafethu. Something. Yeah, we tried to check it out. We couldn't get stats in time for the show. But I'm pretty sure there are some legends out there about beautiful goals that we'll never get to see. But yeah, if we could just get some stats so that we could compare. So we could compare.
I get with the haram compare or yena na kora week in week out ba bang ba kgone ho etsa ntho. I just want to see it for myself.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, we want to see it
For
for
le nna
ourselves.
ke botsa bana ba ka ka
Yes.
Jomo ke ska ba bontsha sa itsebe.
Or Wabon? Here you go. Here's some stats. Because
You see, I can't pass that information anymore now.
you know, that's actually pretty funny because I saw I don't know if it was a tweet or what, but then Cristiano Ronaldo was on some, yo, I've got 900 goals now and I want to make it to 1,000 goals, and the difference with my 1,000 goals is that every single one of them will be caught on camera, and I could just feel the shots going at Pele. I could just feel the shots. Because is it him that kept on bashing Pele about his goal output and it being against lower league teams, and the fact that towards the end of his career, na etsa fela hore a cover score seal? Or is it the football fraternity at large?
I don't know. I know Lina Marlena Gibonga Bang Babutsang the question. It's already thousands of not the Kora Marano, if nothing, no. And it's the same thing as our net club legend as well. I get about at the same time, maybe go New York.
Sure. They were sharing secrets.
1,000 goals, week in, week out. What was the? I mean, with all due respect to both of them, I can't wait till CR7 scores 1,000 goals, because his 1,000 goals and Pele's 1,000 goals are not the same. Pele na kgona go ra goal tse 8 ka game e one.
Yep. That
Ke
is
tla pe
true.
jwang eo?
Ke competition is wrong you. You know,
Why bona right?
you. Yeah, one man scoring 8 goals, and that was towards the end of his career, right? Kappa, he would throughout his career he was scoring like that. But can you blame him though? Because it's a high European football, how big was it? Was big.
Yeah, I can't say for sure, bro.
Another thing you can say is also the amount of fixtures, bruv, because these days we have about how many? A team can have an average of 40 to 50 games a season.
Yeah.
And like in the Premier League, I think competitive games in the Premier League, it's at least 38, and then if you go out of all your competitions, first game, then it's about 40 something, young tall. So yeah, we can forgive him for that, you know. But you know, CR7 is always going to gas himself up. Always gonna gas himself up. But yeah, bruh, with this whole Jomo thing, I actually you actually just gave us the ideal situation. So let me ask you this: what feat would it take from Tito this season for it to be undeniable, for us to like even want to go on strike or start flooding social media or start DMing Koza? And okay, I would leave Jomo alone because so at least Koza on some. Come on, Ivan. Come on, Dr. Koza, talk to Dr. Sono on feet.
I think one of two scenarios can force like their hands, and the first one is, I think you'd have to like score a hat-trick against Sundowns in Koluka's masterpieces, and then like Yeah, something of that sort.
Is he married?
I haven't a clue. Do you want to orchestrate this?
CAF Champions League semi-final at Escotini. Tabine Rajewa, Ayo, and you know the rest of the story, bro. Something like that. Okay, so you're saying, would it be one of those? I think it's tough because Jomo is like week in, week out. So first of all, the 10 jersey ain't about goals. I know we made an example about Tso, but we don't love Tso that much, or our memories of Tso are not really about his goal scoring. It's about his jersey number 10 play and how impactful he was every single game and how we knew we could rely on him. If he was a 9 and he was a top goal scorer, then we retired the 9 and we said, but if anybody comes with this many goals, then we'll give him the 9. I would understand. So the 10 position for me, Fade, it's just that symbol to say the best person to wear the jersey ever, right? So
Stop there.
Okay.
Itla mo problem ya ka ve. Ake ha ne ka mona ne.
Okay.
And I can understand.
Yeah.
But since the man Atlala also really number player 1 go Pirates that was that good in his role. A1.
Bafetsu, please holler in the comments. We can go back and forth, but ultimately this is our conversation as Bagania fans. Holler at us in the comments. Give us your opinion. I also will play one. Ever since Jomo, I December 19, just at least play one. It's been years, bro. How old is that nigga? I don't even want to know. But I'm not bashing him, dog. Growing up, also because we've got that thing. Jomo was one of those guys that brought players to Pirates, right? If we needed a star, if he was headed to Chiefs, he would pull him off of that taxi and be like, "You're going that way, not that way, or else you're never playing football in this country ever again." Type of thing. So he didn't only, like you were saying, he didn't only just help us as a player. It was just as a Pirates, I don't know what to call him, but as a Pirates personality, as a Pirates person, he did a lot for Orlando Pirates in general. Player, I don't know if he was ever part of the coaching staff, but anyway, backroom staff, kind of like Usten. He was kind of like Prasten in his day.
Yeah.
I don't want to say we owe him a lot, but your idea would actually just cement it because it would be cemented, if you know what I mean.
Literally.
It would be literally cemented. So dude. So what would Tito have to do? Lilo Naba Fetu, if you guys believe Tito would have to, or if you guys believe that Tito would be the best person to take over the 10 jersey, what do you think he would have to do this season to prove it, and to at least prove it to Jomo himself and prove it to Koza? Because I think most of us are already convinced. And I will say.
Can I support let me support my, actually I want to make a statement, but let me first support it and then I'll make the statement.
Okay.
I don't have the exact numbers, but I have the ballpark. Last season, Tito was man of the match. He had about, I think if I recall correctly, he had between 10 and 12 man of the match games in the DSU Premier League. He was the Nedbank Cup player of the tournament. He was the midfield of the season.
Player of the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was man of the match in both Soweto derbies. If that's not BMT, I don't know what it is.
Uh,
Uh,
I think you probably need to do it a couple more seasons for people to say okay. Yeah, carry on.
for me, with all those things in one season, any other club give him that jersey. And now this isn't any other club,
This
but
is
like
not any other club. This is a big club. This one.
oh, big club.
Yeah,
But he's raised his hand, and
true.
I think it's only fair that it's on the table for him to get it
Yeah.
if he
Okay.
just maintains the form. Honestly,
He's got to maintain the form. Because it would be useless, ne? The man is how old is Tito right now? 25, 26? Around there.
98. What? Yeah, he's
He's around
98. So I think it's
26, right?
26.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean, let's say he plays well until he's 32, right? He's gonna be in his prime probably until he's 30. So you don't want him to play 3 dope seasons, 26, 27, 28, or let's say from 25 until 28. And then he gets old, and then he's not the same player he used to be. And then we're like, well, do we give him the 10 now because of what he did in the past? We want to see him wearing the 10 at his best. So I think I just came up with the perfect situation. We win the flipping Champions League with him wearing the 10 and he scores the winning goal. Aye.
yeah.
From there, Jomo has to come outside. There, Jomo and Koza have to come outside. And they have to give somebody a tender to build those statues,
Same time.
yeah, build the statues, make it an occasion, dog. Cause was Jomo there when we got our first star on our shirt?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
long gone, right? It was long gone. So
He was the coach.
for a jersey number 10, wearing the 10 pella, the highlights are all gonna have that 10 at Maswanganye. They're gonna have that 10, bro, at the back, and we're gonna be like, so I angazi mfethu. That is very interesting. People in the comments, please holler at us. If you don't holler in the comments, at least give it a like if you're liking this. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Sharp. Yo, coach, we have another talking point. Let's just go through what I call the nyamification of Bafana. So we had 2 games in the international break, right? And in both games, Orlando Pirates players who weren't trusted from the beginning, mind you, didn't play the whole game in the second game.
No.
He did not.
He didn't.
Thank you very much. So I've got a concept, right? This concept is that everybody's been praising Sundowns because they got us to the quarters of the AFCON in the last tournament, or is it the same?
Bronze medal. Bronze medal. Let's give them the applause.
Bronze medal. Okay, everybody is praising Sundowns because they gave us a bronze medal in the AFCON, right? So they're like, yo, hey, what are we gonna do without Sundowns, man? Yeah. And I'm like, at some point we gotta win it, or at least get a silver. But nobody remembers number 2. So we had to step back as Paganias, as Mnyama. We had to, when they give the guard of honor, we had to give a guard of honor to the Sundowns players. We were cheering them on and everything. We were pissed at Mahopa and everything. So the change has come, and it's inevitable, man. It's inevitable. There is something happening in South African football, and it is called the Paganification of Bafana. So we've got Rela Mofokeng, we have Vele Mutwa saying, I think there's somebody better on the bench, coach. And then he gave him the starting path. We've got our keeper there. We should get our defenders back there. Then we've got Then we've got obviously Mbata, and Mabasa is definitely on his way. He's definitely on his way. And we are seeing a revolution of Bafana. And yeah, dog, what do you think of that? The yamification of Bafana.
Klape Holi the whole country knows this. Klape Holi. Thank you, Mamelodi Sundowns, for keeping our league respectful and competitive all along. We appreciate it. And for all the great work they've done for our national team.
Thank you very
But we'll
much.
take over now. Thank you very much. We'll do so slowly, so as not to disrupt the structure and the foundation. But yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna keep us up. I'm a talent our fan, man.
Talking about that, how do you feel about sorry about that. How do you feel about the game that has just gone by, the last game of the international break? South Sudan 2, South Africa 3, away from home, 3 points. Let me actually check out the table. I don't know how we're looking in the table, but while I am checking it out, you can holler at me and tell me how you feel about the game.
Special shout out to Talent Mbata. 2 caps, 2 goals. I mean, my talent our fan. Can't say that enough. Another shout out to Chain. I've been asking for Chain to get the nod for a while now.
Hey, yo, Valley.
It would be nice.
Sipa gonna snatch your chain, nigga. Sipa gonna snatch your chain, bro. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Carry on there. Yeah.
Chain, I think, could do with better center back not pairing. Maybe they need to start with playing together. I don't know how good they'll be on the ball, but we know Chain is an incredible ball playing goalkeeper and builds from the back. So, in the absence of our number one, Chain is excellent, and it was great to see him get the get to play,
get start,
his cap as well.
Yeah,
great for that. The President Yama 2000 doing his thing as always. Fanomiana again. How bonahala nje ura.
How bonahala mfethu. Una star. Yeah, sikumnyama man. Wezaleni?
Sikumnyama. So to be honest, I wasn't able to catch the whole game, but I think for the most part, just happy with the 3 points. We needed that 3 points. Very much important. We'll just pick them up and go on to the next game.
Yep, which will be against Congo at the beginning of the next international break. So this is how the table looks, bruv. Uganda on top, Bafana second, Congo and then South Sudan. Uganda 4 points, Bafana 4 points, Congo 3 points, Sudan 0 points. So it's still a 3-horse race as it stands. Uganda barshapaka goal difference but we have 1 more goal than them. They've got 4 goals, we've got 5. They've got a 2-goal difference, we've got 1. We could see actually in the game that we played against them that it's not that easy to score against them. Maralero, I think we conceded some stupid goals today. But we move. We still there, bruv. Hannah, the way our qualification works is that from these groups, who's number 1?
I gotta get number 1.
Let's get number 1.
I think it's on number 1.
Yeah, I know. We'll check that out. But yeah, dog, we've conceded 4 goals and scored 5. Not good enough so far. But hey, there's a man sitting somewhere. I don't know if he's on a flight coming back to South Africa. He knows that he owns one of those goals. Not anybody's fault, too, though. That goal smells, looks like him. Ash, but yeah, no, ish. But it's old news. It's old news. And old news. It happened, and he will, bounce back for whatever
That's
the club
football.
plays. So, bruv, just on the Bafana topic, bro. No munyatsa, man. Police, no munyatsa. Just that we didn't do a proper recap of the game. Mara no munyatsa. You're like, and we're even doing that that video that we never actually dropped. We'll see if we can still drop it when we're talking about Pirates signings and everything. And I kept on mentioning Nakbata police lefting. Well, even if it's not lefting, I want him as an option in Fit. So what do you think of the boy?
Oh, incredible player. I judged him
Now it's an
before.
incredible. Let's say about Fit. Namnyata di man. Namnyata
Like one
police.
native of it. I got the mark on now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I judged him. I judged him before AFCON, which is when I first saw his name. And yeah, I didn't know anything about him. Hadn't seen him play.
So you just nyatched him.
And yeah, man, I mean,
okay. So you
I
convinced
don't have
now?
much to say about him.
You're
Incredible player, yeah. Incredible player.
Incredible player. Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. Honestly speaking.
Yo, he's so dangerous, bro.
I think he's so dangerous. He is. I think he can replace Pesita Okrend on the wing because I think he's served us well, but I don't know if he can still do it going forward. And I think Apollos is perfect for making us forget about that. In fact, I would like to see him on the right so we can start the young man, number 10, Wasquati. So, yeah, I think it's a shame that Chiefs couldn't get him. Shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, when you're talking about Chiefs, you're talking about a shame, Chief. You are talking about a shame. Shame, Chiefs. Sure, all right. Yeah, man, that is very interesting. So, transfer window closes on the 20th. Apparently, we are still doing some business in there as Pelo Baloni has moved on loan. I think that is a good move for him, for his career. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. Baloni struggled with game time last season. Geez, unfortunately, I remember he started against Sundowns at Orlando Stadium, and yeah, that was not a pretty sight. And I think he went on to make 13 appearances in total last season. Nothing I can remember. So it's good to see him go out, game time, Maybe he'll prove to the coach why he deserves to come back and, get another chance, boost them confidence, Nyana. Because, yeah, I didn't see him getting into that, sniffing that squad again, to be completely honest. So,
yeah,
I think it's good for him. And maybe he can, surprise us and come back and, walk straight into starting 11.
Yeah, that would be a big surprise. That'd be a big surprise.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my brother coach. Perfect to please support the channel, Orlando Pirates fan channel, the Happy People TV with your host KB. Ngiphethe njaya coach kara. Phethe njaya coach kara. Coach, any final words?
Yeah, just one note. Just want to say thank you to my parents. I didn't choose to be a Balania. I was born a Balania, and I've been happy since.
Oh.
Dango.